Have you ever stared at a trading chart and wondered why certain price levels seem almost magical? Levels where the price approaches, touches, and then reverses perfectly over and over, as if an invisible force is guiding it. Maybe you've tried to trade these levels yourself, only to be left frustrated when some of them work beautifully while others completely fail to react. You're not alone. In fact, this phenomenon is one of the most fascinating and misunderstood aspects of the market, and it's precisely where order blocks come into play. If you've been trading for a while, you've probably encountered concepts like support and resistance, supply and demand zones, or even Fibonacci retracements. But order blocks take these ideas several steps further because they allow you to see the market from the perspective of the big players, the institutions, hedge funds, and professional traders who control the majority of trading volume. Understanding order blocks isn't just about adding another tool to your trading toolkit. It's about fundamentally changing the way you view price movement, market structure, and trading opportunities. So what exactly is an order block? At its core, an order block is a zone where large players place a significant number of buy or sell orders, creating a localized imbalance in supply and demand. These zones often result in sharp price movements or inefficiencies, which are critical for traders who understand what to look for. Let's break it down in simpler terms. Imagine you are a small trader in a supermarket trying to buy a single item during a busy sale. You can see the shelves are almost empty, and the few items left are being grabbed quickly by larger shoppers who have shopping carts capable of holding dozens of items. Your small purchase won't move the market. You might get the item or you might miss it, but the big shoppers determine the supply dynamics. Similarly, in the financial market, small retail traders might be reacting to price movements, but the big institutional players, banks, hedge funds, and market makers, are the ones shaping the zones where price is likely to react. These zones are the order blocks, and understanding them gives you insight into the market's hidden intentions. One of the reasons order blocks are so powerful is that they are directly tied to market inefficiency. To understand this, consider what happens when institutions execute large orders. Because of the size of their trades, they create a significant imbalance between buyers and sellers, which manifests as sudden price movement, what we call inefficiency. This inefficiency is often visible as a gap or a strong impulse move in a single direction, leaving behind a zone where price moved quickly and left very little in the way of counter-trading activity. From a small trader's perspective, these inefficiencies may appear as opportunities to chase the trend, but the real insight lies in understanding that these are zones of accumulation or distribution by the big players. Recognizing these zones gives you a window into their strategy, where they are accumulating positions, where they are likely to defend their trades, and where the price might react predictably in the future. Let's visualize this with a practical example. Imagine the price of a currency pair is moving upwards in a strong trend. Suddenly, you see a candle with an unusually long body, followed by a sharp pullback. That long candle represents a zone where a large player has likely executed a substantial order, causing the price to move aggressively in one direction. The pullback that follows often tests this zone, which is your order block. If you understand this, you can position yourself to enter in alignment with the institutional flow, capturing profits that most retail traders will miss because they're only reacting to price after the fact. In essence, an order block is not just a level on the chart. It is a narrative about what the market has done, what it is doing, and what it is likely to do next. When it comes to identifying valid order blocks, there are three core rules that every trader must understand to filter out noise and focus only on the highest probability setups. The first rule is inefficiency. Markets normally move in a balanced rhythm, buyers and sellers interacting smoothly. But when institutions step in with large orders, that balance is disrupted, creating sudden imbalances visible as inefficiencies. Sharp impulses, long candles, gaps, or fast directional moves with little to no pullback. These movements aren't random. They're footprints left behind by aggressive institutional participation. An order block associated with a strong inefficiency is far more reliable because it shows that the zone has proven institutional interest. Whenever you see price shoot away rapidly after a final bullish or bearish candle, understand that this area represents a moment where liquidity was consumed quickly, leaving behind an unfilled pocket the market often returns to. Inefficiency, therefore, becomes the first major signal that an order block is valid. The market moved too quickly, leaving a vacuum that price will likely revisit later. The second rule is the presence of a break of structure, BOS, or change of character. In simple terms, this is the market's way of confirming that something significant has occurred. A BOS indicates continuation, a push in the direction of the existing trend, while a change of character signals a possible reversal or shift in market sentiment. When an order block forms and moments later the price breaks a key structural high or low, it tells you that the market has reacted strongly enough from that zone to create a meaningful shift. This structural break is critical because without it, an order block is just another random candle pattern. BOS and change of character give the order block validation. They tell you, yes, this zone mattered. Institutions used it to fuel a directional move. A valid order block must show evidence that it contributed to a structural change in the market. This rule helps traders avoid weak zones and focus instead on the areas that actually influence price direction. The third and often most misunderstood rule is that valid order blocks should be unmitigated. This means they must be fresh, untouched, and untested. Once price returns to an order block and reacts from it, that zone is considered mitigated. Its purpose is fulfilled. Institutions typically use these zones to fill the remainder of their orders. After the first tap, the imbalance is corrected and the orders that created the original move are mostly filled. This is why experienced traders only trade the first return to an order block. The first tap offers the highest probability because the liquidity is still available and the institutional orders are still active. A second or third revisit dramatically reduces the reliability of the zone, often turning into a liquidity trap rather than a premium entry point. By respecting the rule of unmitigated zones, traders avoid chasing already used levels and instead focus on fresh supply and demand pockets where institutional interest is still alive. Together, these three rules, inefficiency, break of structure / change of character, and unmitigated zones, form the backbone of order block identification. They filter out weak zones and highlight only those with true institutional weight behind them. When a trader combines all three, they're not just guessing where the market might turn. They're aligning themselves with the logic of smart money. This transforms order blocks from a confusing concept into a precise, structured, and highly effective method for spotting high-probability trading opportunities. Here we have a clear example of a high-probability bullish order block that leads to a strong continuation move. Before price ever taps into the OB, the market structure is already telling us an important story. Price is trending upward, forming higher highs and higher lows, but eventually pulls back into a deeper retracement. This retracement is where the bullish order block forms, a small cluster of bearish candles at the end of the pullback, just before a strong impulsive move to the upside. This impulsive move is the first sign that institutions might have placed significant buy orders in this zone, creating an imbalance. When price leaves this area aggressively, it gives us our first rule of validation: inefficiency. The long-bodied green candles moving away from the zone show a clear displacement, meaning the market left behind an imbalance that must eventually be filled. As price rallies upward, we also get a break of structure, BOS, to the upside, confirming that the bullish order block is not just noise, but a true point of origin for institutional buying. The market breaks previous highs cleanly, showing a continuation of the uptrend and giving us the second rule of validation, structure shift. Without BOS, this zone would not qualify as a high-value OB, but the strong break confirms bullish intent. Finally, we check the third rule, unmitigated zone. After the strong impulsive move, price does not immediately return to the order block. It leaves the area untouched, making it a fresh and unmitigated zone, exactly what we want. Weeks or candles later, the market gradually retraces and taps this order block for the first time. The moment price revisits the zone, it reacts with precision. A shallow rejection wick forms, showing that buyers were sitting exactly where the OB was marked. This reaction validates institutional presence and confirms that this is the true origin of the move, not a random level. Once the OB is tapped, price immediately resumes its upward trajectory, creating a massive rally that continues forming higher highs. This reaction proves how powerful a properly validated order block can be. Every rule, inefficiency, break of structure, and an unmitigated first tap is perfectly respected in this example, making it an ideal long setup and a textbook demonstration of how smart money concepts operate in a trending market. Now for the bearish setup, price first pushes upward into a premium zone where sellers are clearly active, forming the final bullish candle before the strong reversal. That candle becomes our bearish order block. Immediately after that candle, price drops aggressively, creating clear inefficiency and confirming institutional selling pressure. This sharp displacement also breaks previous structure to the downside, giving us a strong BOS/CHOCH, which is one of our key rules for a valid order block. After the impulsive drop, price slowly retraces back upward, returning for the first mitigation of the bearish OB, the most reliable tap. When price re-enters the zone, it struggles to break above it, showing rejection wicks and loss of bullish strength. This confirms that the same institutional sellers are defending their positions. Order blocks give us a powerful way to understand where institutional traders are entering the market. By following the three rules, inefficiency, break of structure, and first tap only, we can filter out weak zones and focus on high probability setups. Whether bullish or bearish, the charts in this video show how precise these zones can be when validated correctly. Master these rules, and order blocks become one of the most reliable tools in your trading arsenal.